Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking into what makes you so sexy, and we have 3 piles today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, donate, leave a timestamp. All of those things are so greatly appreciated, and they are all great forms to be able to give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions that I bring to you guys regularly. Ways that you can do it monetarily and non-monetarily, because both are equally as important and equally as appreciated. I really appreciate everything that you guys do to support me on my path, as I am here to support you on yours. So thank you so much for all that you guys do, because I want to make sure that you guys know just how important it is. Let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, what makes you so sexy? One of the things that I'm finding to be very sexy about you is your mysterious nature, and also how you seem to be connected to so many different things around you regularly. You have a very strong confidence and charisma. You are also somebody who is able to remain quiet in a situation. You don't have to be talking incessantly because of nervousness. You have a very calming nature and a very mysterious nature. You could definitely be somebody who is very in touch with your shadow side. You may have a very dark sense of humor or twisted sense of humor. You may be somebody that may have a lot of interests that other people consider to be dark, or something along those lines. And I forgot to grab some charms beforehand, so I'm going to grab them while we are here. You are definitely a very rare person, a rare find, once in a blue moon, established in 1993 in Colorado. So, you could also be somebody who is very close to horses as well. That one just kind of came out of nowhere, but you could definitely be somebody who's very close to horses. You could have a very strong intuition. And you're also somebody who speaks the truth and brings the truth to light. 2008, with a heart and a graduation cap. This was a charm bracelet that was given to me by my grandmother when I went back and got my GED. So you could be somebody that, even if things do not turn out the way that you planned initially, you still have a follow through. Even if you can't do things the way that you wanted to do, you're okay with adapting and remaining flexible and being able to do things in a different way. You're also somebody, once again, with the adaptability and flexibility. Every time I see the 2 circles like that together, it always reminds me of the 2 of Pentacles. And also, you could definitely be somebody who has very large balls or very large breasts, whatever you want to say. But Big Dick Energy by Lotto is coming to mind right now. You're definitely somebody who is able to unlock balance in situations. You're able to find a happy medium when things are going on. You could also be somebody who may be a single parent. You may even be a single parent who has had to deal with the loss of your children, or your children kind of leaving your teachings to follow another's teachings, and watching them go through a lot of the same pain and trauma that you went through at the hands of the same person. And you're just holding the love for them and waiting for them to learn their lessons and make it through. You have a very strong, silent strength and presence. You could also be somebody going through a lot of rites of passage, or somebody who has gone through a lot of rites of passage. You could also be somebody who enjoys going out and having a couple drinks, or you could be somebody as well who might look fairly young for your age, or you just have a young attitude, a youthful attitude when it comes to a lot of things, while at the same time being very wise, because I feel like a very strong old soul type of energy to this pile. The Scorpion and the Bat, the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Empress, The Ten of Cups again. Wow. And the Nine of Wands. So you're somebody, it doesn't matter how many things are dragging you down or weighing you down, you see the light at the end of the tunnel and your focus is on that. You are somebody that knows, even if the journey is rough, it's leading to greatness. You're somebody very telepathic as well, very instinctual. You may even be able to read minds to a certain extent. Read feelings, energies, emotions, all of those kinds of things to a certain extent. You're very beautiful, very abundant, you are very much a leader, a strong leader, a leader that people look up to. You bring a lot of happiness, joy, and positivity to the lives of others. And anytime you get the chance, you take that chance to celebrate life, your life and the lives of others around you. You are somebody that would... You are somebody that celebrates each and every small victory for yourself and for others. You are also somebody who has created a lot of happiness and joy and positivity in the world around you. You spread a lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of beauty to the world. And people are really attracted to this beautiful quality about you. You also could definitely have somebody that really wants to make a family with you, that really may want to marry you, maybe even reconcile a marriage or something along those lines. Your truth can sometimes hurt, but you are very honest. You're very honest, and you will stand up and defend yourself and your family regardless of what the cost is. If you feel like you are defending something that is right, you will stand there and you will defend it. And there is nothing that could turn you away from that path. The path that you are taking is a path of abundance, beauty, fertility, growth. You have so much growth, beauty, fertility, and abundance all around you. And all inside of you, and it's connected to you. You are very connected to the earth as well, and you draw on the earth for a lot of the strength that you have inside of you. You may be very connected to the wind as well. You may actually feel a very strong connection to somebody who has passed on when the wind is around. For me, every time the wind pops up, it's been my grandmother since I was 3 years old. I remember even as a very small child, every time the wind popped up, that's what I thought of was my grandmother. She was there to remind me that she was there watching over me. You could definitely be somebody who has a very strong connection to death as well, a medium in some sort of way. And if not, then you definitely are somebody who is very connected to death in a way that most people aren't. You view death in a different way than most people do. You're also very stable and strong in your passions as well. You have a very solid, stable foundation that you have built for yourself. And there's a lot of happiness and joy surrounding you in your life. You are creating happiness and joy. And people are watching you do this, and they really find it to be something very sexy and just gorgeous and beautiful about you. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through. And if you guys did enjoy this, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp or a donation. All of those are great ways to give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions that I bring to you guys. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Hi, Pile 2. So for you guys, let's see what makes you so sexy. And I forgot to grab the charms before I started this reading, so I decided I would just grab them as I go along. And we're going to grab some of those now. So, we have this little golden retriever. You're somebody very loyal, very happy-go-lucky, somebody who has very pure intentions. You're somebody who's very beautiful as well. People may really love your hair too. You are definitely somebody who's very abundant and very fertile, and even if there have been some things in your life that have happened, it doesn't ever fully, truly break you. Mods Arcade, you could definitely be very childlike in your energy as well. If I was ever going to say a dog was like a kid, the golden retriever would be the first dog on my mind. You may be very childlike in a lot of ways, and people really find that to be very sexy, very attractive. You could be somebody who likes to play games, somebody who likes to cuddle, somebody that really just enjoys being around your family or your friends or your partner as well. You could also be somebody that is very sensitive, emotional, intuitive, and loving, but at the same time, you have a very strong foundation that is built on, and nobody can really tear you down using your emotions. So people may actually think that you're like naive or vulnerable at first, or, you know, dopey popped in my mind, but they are very quickly proven wrong by the strength of your convictions, by the strength and stability of who you are and standing in your power, regardless of whether or not people think that they could use your emotions against you. They cannot. You're also somebody who may live in a world of your own making a lot of times. You like to live with a lot of optimism, positivity, joy. You may even like to create a lot of stories, or you may be very imaginative. You're somebody who likes to see the positivity in everything, and you are very strong, very adaptable, very honest and truthful, very open as well. You may actually unlock some of those sides in other people, too. You may have a very easy time being able to get through to people who are kind of in a miserable energy, feeling down, depressed, in despair, feeling like the world's against them, wanting to lock everybody out of their life, that kind of thing. You may actually strike up inspiration in them and make them feel good about who they are, because you know that a lot of what's making them feel the way that they are is because they are ashamed of the person that they are. And I feel like you have dealt with a lot of shame yourself over who you are, and you've had to break free from that. So you may actually help others to break free from those energies. You know how dogs a lot of times will actually pick up on the emotions of people, and they'll be like, oh, this person's so sad, I gotta go love on this person, here, I'll make you feel better. You may actually be somebody who does a lot of that as well. You may be the one who notices the invisible people, things like that. So you are also somebody who is very unique, very different. You may actually really like to express yourself in your clothing style, in your hairstyle, in the way you dress, in your artwork. Whatever it is, you are a very creative being, and you have a lot of passion, a lot of joy, a lot of love of life, a lot of vitality, and you express that in your appearance as well. And so while people may go, oh, they just look good, and then they go, oh, wait a second, this person has a really amazing heart. And then they go, oh, maybe I can toy with it. They find out different. They can't toy with it. But people may see you at first in a somewhat shallow or superficial way, and then they realize there is so much more than meets the eye. So you teach others not to judge a book by its cover, because you are very different from what you appear in what they were taught to believe about people who appear in the way that you do. We have the Six of Swords. Because of your ability to walk away from drama, gossip, chaos, you don't spend your time trying to compete or win. You see the truth of the matter and you leave it behind you. You could also be somebody who bridges that gap when it comes to distance emotionally with people. You may be very good at bridging that gap and figuring out what's going on and highlighting it. You're very authentic, truthful, very childlike, once again, very optimistic, hopeful, beautiful, and like sunflowers. Sunflowers, when the sun disappears, they will actually turn towards each other so that they can light each other up, so that they can feel like they're still in the sunlight. And that's what I'm saying about you, is you are like the sunflower. You are somebody that when somebody's having a dark, stormy, cold, gray day, you are going to be there to show them the light and show them the way. You are somebody who is also very free in the way that you express yourself. You're somebody who is not bound to situations in a toxic and unhealthy way. You're somebody who wants to have interdependent connections and not codependent connections, while at the same time still caring for those that you love. The Magician and the Hanged Man. So, you are somebody who sees the world from a very different viewpoint than a lot of people. You're also somebody who takes time to look at things from different perspectives and understand things before you take action on them. And you take action independent of other people's thoughts, feelings, opinions, or whatever society deems fit. You take actions based on your own moral compass and your own way of seeing the world. You may be one of those people whose religion is not based on the world's religions, but is based on what you believe to be true inside of your heart and your own moral compass. You are definitely somebody who's very intelligent, very loving, very life-filled, grounded, stable, a strong communicator, and very passionate. You have a very strong balance of earth, air, fire, and water within you. And you combine all of these things to create beauty in the lives of others around you. You are somebody who knows that you have what it takes to be able to create the life that you want, and you take action to create that life that you want. You create love around you. I feel like you create so much love around you. Gazelle and the raccoon, very strong, poised, dignified, a lot of integrity, somebody who's patient and capable, somebody who is not going to turn and flee at the first sign of trouble, but somebody who will stand up and set their boundaries when necessary. You're also somebody who may actually play your cards close to your chest a little bit. You may be a little bit sneaky or a little bit mischievous in some sort of way. You could also be somebody that sees through it when other people are being sneaky or mischievous or trying to steal from you or others or anything like that. I feel like you have a good eye for detail and for noticing things, picking up on things, and observing things. So people find you to be very sexy because you're this sexy, free, independent, beautifully styled, unique person who is able to leave behind all the crap so that you can focus on what's most important to yourself and those around you, and so that you can focus on love more than hate or fear. That is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, think about donating or leaving a timestamp. All of that stuff helps me out far more than you guys know, so thank you so much for that. And all of those are great ways to give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions that I bring to you guys. So to everybody who gives back, thank you for that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. For you guys, what makes you so sexy? Well, definitely there's a lot of people who lust after you. You are somebody who is sexually unashamed. You like to explore things in the bedroom. You like to try new things. You are very passionate, very fiery. And people can tell just by your demeanor, by the way you walk, talk, and act, that you are this amazing, fiery being who has a lot of sexual energy. You definitely are a temptation and just bring so much color and life and vitality to the world around you as well. People may really feel like they could just melt into you when you are sorry, song popped in my head. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. So, you're so hot that I melted is the part that popped into my head, and it took me a minute to remember what that song was again. This happened a couple weeks ago with the very same song. But I'm yours. Great song. And really, people, when you first start something with people, it may be so intense that they may hesitate. They may get very intimidated. They may not even know what to do in this situation. But also I feel like eventually they're like, wait a second, I want this situation. Whether it's still there and available or not is another story, because sometimes it isn't. So I forgot to pull charms out before I started this one, and I'm going to pull them out right now. Definitely your singing could be something that is very sexy about you. Your singing voice, the way that you sing, the songs that you choose to sing. Your out of this world energy, maybe even some childlike energy as well. You may be very cute. People may find you to be very cute, especially if you get very passionate or fired up about a situation and you're kind of little. People may think that you're very cute when you're angry or upset, and sometimes that might actually piss you off a bit more. Don't take no offense to it. It doesn't mean that your point's not getting across. People may also really find you sexy because of your icy demeanor and having so much passion underneath that. Your communication could definitely be something that people find to be very sexy. You may be very authentic in your communication. You also may communicate in a very different way than other people do. Also, you may be somebody who may be like a social justice warrior or something along those lines. People call them snowflakes all the time, trying to tear them down for having emotions and feelings. But I don't feel like you give a flying fuck if people think that you're wrong for having emotions and feelings. You're not going to change those emotions and feelings to suit other people's abusive needs. Made in the US, K1054B IN24 ILCO. So, how you were made might be something that people find to be very sexy about you. They may not expect you to be the way you are because of the things that you've gone through, or the way that you are. They may not have expected to find out the things that you have gone through because of who you are and how you live your life. You could definitely be somebody who has overcome a lot to be this confident, passionate, bold, expressive person. People are very proud of you for that too, by the way. Queen Elizabeth II. DG Regina. This one hasn't came out in a while. 1 cent, 1976, Canada. So you may actually be living in a place that is different than the place that you came from as well. You are definitely a leader. Very confident, charismatic, bold, daring. You bring a lot of new things to situations as well. And something about your ex-partners may also be something that people find sexy about you too. KG. Eagle. The unicorn. Very independent, very free-spirited, free-minded, not tied down by the regulations of others or society. You live by your own code. You are here to lead the way. You are definitely somebody who looks at things from a higher perspective than others. You're very non-judgmental, very open-minded, and you love to explore new ideas, new perceptions, new understandings. You are somebody who is very different. You stand out very much so. The High Priestess, the Fool, the Three of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands. You are somebody who competes to win. You are somebody that is recognized, has success, somebody that has moved away from situations that are not good for you. You are somebody that has dealt with a lot of people who have lied, caused drama, gossiped. You may have dealt with a lot of gang stalking, a lot of manipulation, a lot of drama or gaslighting, or whatever the case may be, but none of this stopped the work that you have been doing. You have been working your ass off for something that is very important to you. And now you're just manifesting in all the beautiful things from all the hard work that you put in. You're somebody who has a very strong intuition, and you are definitely somebody who is a leader. Once again, you are a spiritual leader for the vast majority of you, a spiritual leader who has a very strong intuition and instinct. You are somebody that knows that you are not meant to know everything, but that's okay with you. And you are somebody who is able to let go of control and surrender and take those leaps of faith. Those leaps of faith, in the end, bring you so much victory. And this victory brings you this success and this recognition of your skills and your achievement. You are somebody who is very recognized as being a leader, as being somebody who helps others, as being somebody who isn't afraid and is ready to face anything that you do fear. You are somebody who is willing to go into the fray, to be able to do what you feel is necessary to bring life, love, and light to the world around you. You are not somebody who is going to avoid a situation because people are telling you, oh, you might die, oh, you might get hurt, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, oh, that. These are all the reasons you shouldn't do it. You're going to take that leap of faith and you're going to do what you feel is right, regardless of what anybody else thinks you should be doing. And in the end, you are going to be the one on top because you are not a follower, you are a leader. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, and if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, donate, leave a timestamp. All of those things are such great ways that you can give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions that I bring to you guys, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you who is here to support me on my path as I'm here to support you on yours. Thank you so much for that, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.